Hello guys and gals, Buffalo here. I've got something a little bit different for us to take a look at today. This little revolver belongs to a friend. This is a Harrington and Richardson Premier top break revolver. It's a 5-shot 32 Smith & Wesson, or what we call 32 short. I think that's a more popular name for it. This one, more specifically, this one is the third variation of the second model, which puts its production between 1908 and 1913. So it's over 100 years old. Top break latch is right here. Push up on that latch, and it is auto ejecting. So it'll auto eject your brass, your spent casings. It is a 5-shot cylinder, as you can see. Some of the markings on this little gun. It says 32 S&W cartridge, CTGE, on the 3-inch barrel. And along the top, it says Harrington and Richardson Arms Company, Worcester, Massachusetts, USA, patent October 8th, 1895. You can see the finish is rough on this one, but it's all external. You can remove the cylinder by pulling up on the latch, pulling up on the cylinder, just spinning it counterclockwise. Makes the gun really easy to clean. And although there is some surface rust on this gun, the bore looks fabulous. The bore is very clean. Put this back on just like we took it off, except now we'll spin it clockwise. And you can see that the firing pin is on the hammer. Now it has, and you can see it protruding there. You wouldn't want that resting on the primer of an unfired cartridge in there. So it does have this little kind of a half cock that you could carry it that way, where the firing pin's not protruding. But I think from what I've read, most people would load these up, and I'm just going to put two cartridges in it just to show as an example. But you'd load these up, you got your firing pin protruding, you just let it split the difference between the cartridges. Now there's no way, no matter how hard you hit that it could fire. And with the firing pin sticking out between the cartridges, it locks the cylinder up. So the cylinder can't turn. It can't turn one way or the other because the rim of the cartridges is up against the firing pin. Now, once you pull the double action trigger or cock the hammer, the ratcheting mechanism is still going to turn the cylinder to line the next cartridge up with the barrel, so everything will still work fine. This was just a safe method of carrying these. The sights are very small. Very, very small. The rear sight is integral with the cylinder, or the top latch here. And the front sight is just a kind of a half moon. Get this camera to focus back in. Come on, camera, you can do it. There you go. It's just kind of a half moon or half circle, really thin, like you sliced a thin penny in half and just set it on top of the barrel there. These grips are a hard plastic. Got kind of a floral design around the grip screw. Then up here, you've got a little target that's had 5 shots placed on it. And it's the same on both sides. Now, the trigger pull on this thing is absolutely atrocious. In double action, my scale only goes to 12 pounds, but I would bet that trigger is at least 15. And it's not a good trigger pull either. It's pretty rough. Single action, of course, you can cock it and fire it, and the pull is much better. I'm not going to dry fire this gun. It's not mine, and it being as old as it is, I don't know if it should be dry fired or not, so I'm not going to do it. But just wanted to show this thing to you guys, and they made a lot of these. There's probably one at your local pawn shop right now, and they're very inexpensive. Even as old as this one is, they're not really a collectible. They don't bring much as far as monetary value. But I just wanted to show it to you guys. Since it is so old, of course, I'm not going to shoot it. I just wanted to share this with you guys. So that's all I've got, and I'll talk with y'all again soon. I'm just kidding, guys. How many of you guys knew I was pulling your legs? Of course, we're going to shoot this little gun. I've got some Remington Performance wheel gun ammunition here. 32 Smith & Wesson, or 32 short. 88 grain lead round nose. Muzzle velocity 680 feet per second. And that is tested from a 3-inch barrel. It is super windy out here today. That's all right. I don't think wind is going to affect my shooting too much here at 7 yards. All right, so we'll try this. I do have a target at 7 yards, by the way. And I've got 2 targets on it, small targets on the big target. And we'll shoot double action first at that lower orange dot, and then we'll shoot in single action at that top orange dot. But I've not shot this pistol. I have no idea where it's hitting at. That's why I've got a pretty large target there, so we can see if where we're even hitting. Hopefully it shoots. I don't even know if it shoots. I don't even know if the owner of this little revolver has shot it or not. So, one way to find out. Okay. I told you guys this thing had about a 15-pound double action trigger. I lied. That's 20 plus pounds on that trigger pull. I didn't think it was ever going to break. All right, with a little bit low lift there, let's see if it groups good. Not too bad. Save that brass. We'll load up again. Try it in single action mode and see how it does. Look at that. Look how black my thumb is. Just not much room to get a grip there, and all that soot coming out. All right, we'll go up here and take a look at this target. So here's our double action group. Got 3 here, 2 here, shooting low left. And here's our single action group. 3 of those shots went in the same hole, and then 2 up here. 3 in here and 2 here, and still low left, just the same as the double action. How about I shoot and try to hold about right here and see if we can put some in the bullseye. All right, we're going to use a little Kentucky windage and just see if I can put some in the orange. Done a little better. That auto eject. Okay, so I heeled right in here somewhere and shot these 5 shots. It looks like 6 shots. Looks like 2 here, 3, 4, 5, 6. But this actually looks like it may have tumbled a bit. That bullet may have hit sideways on this hole right here. So anyway, not my most accurate shooting with that little gun, but still fun to shoot. Let's shoot some steel with it. All right, so I'm back here at about 15 yards. See if these little short bullets can ring some steel. Short cartridges, I should say. Oh, got a little bit of a problem there. Try single action. Cool. Double action for some reason didn't want to work, and it's still kind of binding up there. I don't know what that's about. We'll just shoot it in single action. Just kind of a neat little piece I wanted to share with you guys. You know, it's nice to do videos on the latest and greatest sometimes, but it's also good just to kind of turn back the clock and look at some of the guns from the past. And this is one that many of our grandparents may have carried. It'd be nice to know the story of this little gun, where all it's been. You know, it's probably set in some pockets in some smoky poker hall somewhere, but that's just me using my imagination. There's no telling where all it's been. And when you think about it, another friend of mine and I were talking about this gun, and today we have these little revolvers that shoot the .32 caliber called the .327 Federal mag. This is the daddy of that, you know. Same principle, same idea. We've just came a long way with the cartridge. Of course, the 327 Federal mag is much longer and much more powerful. Still, this is the foundation of that. Turn back the clock 100 years and you've got a gun like this. Anyway, I enjoyed showing this to you guys. I enjoyed shooting it. Need to get home and get some of this soot off my hand. But that's all I got for now, and I'll talk with you guys again soon.